You guys have the Christmas episode coming up. You want to just tell me a little bit about that? To save Christmas. They're trying to save Christmas.
The very basic premise of it was if Santa Claus kind of becomes real, having this man realize what it's like to become Santa Claus, the powers that he has, and the fact that all of a sudden he has to deliver presents to 1 billion people all in one night. Holy shit. How does he do that? Sorry. How do you do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just trying to process that whole thing. And then once he has that break, the whole League of Freedom having to deal with this man who kind of is a very powerful individual. Yeah, he can do anything he wants. That's Santa Claus.
American Ranger.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me about this character? And more specifically, I want to know, in what ways do you think you and American Ranger are alike? And then, in what ways do you think you're very different from each other?
All right. American Ranger is a character in the TV show SuperMansion who follows the Captain America archetype. So he's unfrozen out of a cryo sleep. The issue, of course, with him is that he went into sleep in the 40s. It's now 2016. So the idea of having something like an African-American be a Negro is what he would call them, to be the president of the nation is not a thing he can get his head wrapped around. So he, by no fault other than very crazy circumstances, he's horribly racist and doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. You know what I mean? And how am I similar to him? I'm similar to him in that I love classic things. Like I love classic movies, and I like to read poetry, and I like classic comedy. So the things from the past that I think we can learn from are very important to me and interesting and attractive to me. What makes me completely different from him is that he would not know what to make of me. You know what I mean? What do you mean you're half black and half white? That can't happen. You know what I mean? You know, like he's like he. So that's. I mean, I think I couldn't be more diametrically opposed to him. You know.
Yeah, that's really funny. You're playing that.
I'm playing that character. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So, SuperMansion, you are Santa Claus, correct?
I am playing Santa Claus in this episode of the Christmas special of SuperMansion. And by the way, I invented the character Santa Claus. No one had ever even heard of Santa Claus before I did this character. It's never been done before.
Never.
This is the original.
Never.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about your version of Santa Claus in SuperMansion.
And my version is kind of messed up. He gets brought into being by one of this character named Cooch. She wishes for Santa Claus, and suddenly he's there. He doesn't know where he came from. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do, and all he knows is he has this bag that he keeps taking toys out of, doesn't even know how to get in there. And it's some real multi-dimensional stuff that goes on with him getting sucked out of people's houses and then suddenly thrown somewhere else. It's not a pleasant trip for Santa Claus.
Okay.
But he's still bringing happiness to the kids around the world.
All right. So the plot of this is to save Christmas, right? Is that the theme in this episode?
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely, especially for the guys who live in SuperMansion, he is bringing Christmas to them. He's literally bringing their heart's desires. That's what he's going to bring to each and every one of them. Whether they know what they want or not, he knows that his bag has exactly what they need.
Awesome. And can you give me 3 words to describe Santa Claus?
Yes. Lovable.
Okay.
Hefty. Wrong. Santa's wrong. He's asking people to sit on his lap. He's peeping on you when you're sleeping.
Sketchy.
Not everything is cool about Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I mean, how many men have come up to you and goes, "You want to sit on my lap?" And you are like, yeah, too many. And then you still do. How many?
That's true. That's true. Now I have a whole new outlook on Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Would you like to sit on my lap?
I mean, sure, you're Santa Claus.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll see you later. We'll talk later. I mean, did you have fun playing this character?
I had a great time. They let you improvise a lot in the booth when you're doing it. That's the cool thing about the guys. And yeah, it was absolutely a blast. And then there's another character that I'm going to be coming in playing later. So absolutely. And it gives you a different side of this character that the world knows, Santa Claus, Father Christmas as they call him. A different side that you've never seen before. Yeah,
to see it then.
It's going to be fun.
All right.
Let me just say this to America. Ladies, this is Gary Anthony Williams. If a dude come up to you and ask you to sit on his lap, just do it. Just do it.
This is a PSA. Just do it. Can I have you describe your character in her voice?
Okay, sure. So I'm Gooch, and I'm a cat. Well, but I'm also a woman. First I was a cat, and then some big laser beam came down and hit me. I don't know how. But then, so then I became part woman, and I'm just like now I'm living with people, which is like a first for me, where I'm like as tall as people, because I used to just be like a cat size. But so that's pretty much mostly about me, and
So much. Cooch, she's a very sexual character, right?
yeah, but I used to really like sex, but now I like other stuff too, like Dunkin' and quesadillas and leprechauns. So it ain't just about sex; it's also about leprechauns.
Let's go into Jubot, because I think this is such an interesting character. Just tell me a little bit about Jubot. I mean, the name's hilarious, by the way.
He wants to learn about being human. He's looking for an identity, and he finds out he's a robot. And he finds out the woman that designed him, who he considers his mother, was a Jewish woman. So by the laws of the Torah, that makes him a Jewish robot. So now he's a Jewish robot trying to learn what that means.
I mean, where did this character come from? How do you think up these characters? Where do they come from?
I've always loved robots, and I think the I love Jews. Put them together.
Yeah, what else is there to do?
Well, yeah, we had a robot, and I like, the questioning what makes you human. I think that's always funny. And then we were just saying, well, how do we push this further? What do we, where could this lead? And then suddenly Matt, my co-creator, said, well, we should have a Jewish character on the show. And I was like, oh, what if the robot was Jewish? And that's where it pretty much came from.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I think it's amazing.
I have a new character, which is Courtney, who is he's a brand new sidekick and side piece and prime piece, which I'm excited about. But Zeb can definitely tell you more about that, because
he's the boyfriend of our new character this season. So who we haven't revealed yet, but he's her boyfriend, and he kind of takes a liking to Black Saturn and becomes Black Saturn's sidekick, called the Ringler. So he's kind of a tool, and Black Saturn's kind of a tool, so they get along really well.
All right. If you could have a random superpower, and by random I mean not something obvious,
not like a super.
Yeah, like a random superpower that just you wish you could have. What would it be?
I think I would never be hungry. I could just go all day. Not having to eat.
All right.
I would want to know the best. I would want to have my power be I always know the best route to get somewhere. So I don't have to look on my phone. I don't have to look at Waze. I don't have to do anything. I know how to get there. And my buddies will be like, let's just follow Breckin.
Yeah.
I mean, we got lost like a million times this weekend, so
power. And I'm sure you were hungry, so that would also be.
Yeah, we were lost and hungry.
So you're talking like not a powerful superpower. Like, I would like to be able to snap and there's food in my hand. Like, that's a wonderful thing to have. Yeah, like, I don't want to have to cook ever again. Done. Boom. Yeah, just say what it is. Perfect. I'm set.
I would love to be able to spout an extra limb at any time and then retract it when I'm done. So, like, when you have the groceries and you got to keep the door open, but you're trying, it's always with your butt. If you could just get another leg, just to swack it open and then just get in, and then the leg just goes back into you, just at any time. So you can open an extra door, like you want to open the door for that lady and that guy. You know what I mean?
That would come in handy for a lot of things. A lot of
things, mystery girl.
I know.
I think I'm getting your drift. I think we're on the same page. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.